Hey there. When I first set out on my co-living investment journey, I wasn't really sure what to expect. The biggest thing for me was that I had access to so much information and so many people who had experience. So I just asked a ton of questions. And ultimately, I just wanted to learn kind of how other people are doing it, how I could copy, and how I can integrate my own thoughts. What I realized was that as I got into it and I went through the process of acquiring and converting and creating my own property, that it wasn't just physical walls and rooms and dollars and cents and spreadsheets. It was essentially the hospitality industry. It was, how do I use this really interesting niche of co-living or rent by the room to make regular real estate acquisitions of a single family property generate multifamily returns? So that's the math. And I think we can all agree that the math just kind of works. The thing that I find really interesting these days is as I get into it, into the hospitality part and managing the people and the properties, it's how do I integrate my previous experiences in hospitality, customer service, operating a business, and how do I integrate all of those same skills into running and operating my co-living properties? So now I'm off at the standard for what is possible. When I first came in, I thought it was more rooms make more money. And then as I've learned over time, it's the member experience that drives member tenure and length of stay. And that's the golden ticket. That's the secret sauce that makes co-living way more profitable than any other use of single family residences and single family rentals out there. How do I attract and vet the right members to stay in my properties? And how do I create a culture and a community where they raise their hand and they select in? The value of staying at this property, my property, and the member experience that I provide far outweighs the dollars and cents that individuals save. So I've had this amazing experience with cultivating this community in my house where initially it was difficult because people weren't used to living amongst strangers and then creating a community out of nothing. But I intentionally curated the community. We set the expectations. We clearly communicated it to everybody else who came in, and people had to buy in and learn. But the other part of that is I had to reinforce that I was holding up my end of the bargain. If something's wrong with the house, if something's wrong between the members, I have to be responsive. And that's the part that I held up my bargain. But at the same time, I can ask the members to hold up their side of the deal, is to be respectful, take into consideration how other people are living and do your part in the community. Now we've cultivated this wonderful group of people where it's 7 people living in the same house. They've got shared goals. They've got shared values. Not all of them are the same, but they're respectful. And now we're like curating this community that wants to do things together, whether it's meals together, whether it is a monthly activity. If everybody's paid up and everybody's doing their part and holding their end of the bargain and paying the rent, we're creating experiences that just reinforce the community aspect of it. We had Thanksgiving Day together. The members in my house had Christmas dinner together. And now we're putting out a vegetable garden that they want to build. These are all things that just kind of make little deposits in. It's more valuable to somebody to live in this house, live in this experience, and benefit from it. Next activity that we want to do is we want to play pickleball. And we're challenging other PadSplits and other hosts that have the same ideas on how they want to curate hospitality and community within their houses. So just follow me on this journey. It is so interesting. It's something new every single day. But this is my thesis on how I believe co-living can benefit the members who stay, the investors that invest, the operators who operate a certain way. Follow me on the journey. I'll talk to you soon.